What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about 3 stocks to really add to your watch list for this upcoming week that could have a strong likelihood of a squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, when it comes down to this week, the only real economic data that's coming out that could really justify a lot of these stocks squeezing is just one, the actual positive momentum behind the scenes of the broader market, and part two, I guess, is CPI. So CPI is one of those ones that in general, if it does show that it's going lower, which based on the forecast, it looks like it is, then this is where in reality, you could have a little bit more of a squeeze. So once again, I'm going to get right to it. As far as the 3 companies, not in any particular order, and oddly enough, these 3 are probably more of the lesser known ones. No meme stocks or anything like that. But starting off with the first one right here, it is Sientra. Ticker is SIEN. As far as this, over the last year, it is down, it looks like 59% year to date, up 66%. And over the 1 day, it is up 16%, I guess, just from Friday. But it's the data. That's what is behind the scenes why it's on this list. Because in reality, I don't necessarily know exactly what they do. It looks like obviously a medical company develops and sells medical aesthetics. Yeah, things like that. So obviously not my forte on what I typically like to invest in, but of course it is on this list because of the data points. So right now, short score is currently 83. Utilization is 100%, which of course you do need for a fairly good squeeze. And you also right here, looks like based on Friday, they didn't really do too much, but there's 21.06% of the free float being shorted. 2.16 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow is fairly high, so the average being 74.09%. So of course that's fairly good. But one thing I just wanted to draw to your attention is the percentage free float on loan is 23.02% versus the short interest is 21.06. So I feel with the CPI data coming out and the positive momentum behind the scenes with this company, I do feel that this does have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze. Once again, as I always say, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as this, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 14-day free trial. It does have everything under the sun that you ever need: transcripts, SEC filings, press releases, dividends, everything to make a very sound decision. So take advantage of that promo or that free trial. But second company I do want to talk on is right here. This one I actually did add last week. So ticker is LUNR, Intuitive Machines. And in reality, based on Friday, up 7.13% year to date. It does look like down 13%, and over the last 1 year, down 10%. But it's the data behind the scenes. And initially, especially with it being on the list last week, I thought this was and may have been a glitch on Ortex's front. But as you can see, short score is currently 82, utilization is 88.31%. Looks like the percentage free float on loan is 297.99% versus the true actual short interest is 212.07%. So when it comes down to it, sometimes it glitches when there's a reverse stock split or something else, but this seems to be legit. So it's kind of weird, but once again, make sure you guys always do your own due diligence because as well, I am not a financial advisor. Cost to borrow average is 380.57%. Like I said, 213.79% of the free float is being shorted. 703.67 thousand shares overall are being shorted, and that was increased by almost 6,000 shares on Friday. So once again, this is another one of those that you need to add to your kind of watch list, especially behind the scenes, similar to what the first company. It does have a lot of good momentum going into next week. And if CPI coming out, I believe it is on Wednesday. I don't know if I did say it was on Wednesday or not, but especially with that, it could definitely have a fairly good squeeze. And finally, the third one is a little bit more of a known one, not a meme stock per se, but Pfizer. So FSR. And when it comes down to it, up 4.17% on Friday. Over the last year, down roughly about 34%. Year to date, down 13%. But similarly, it's the data points is why it's on here. So short score is currently 89, utilization is 100%. And as far as this, so shorts technically have increased 131,000 shares on Friday. 43.15% of the free float is being shorted. So if you kind of take a step back and realize that it's 43% of the free float is being shorted, That is pretty significant, and sometimes greed kicks in coming from the shorts aspect and over allocate possibly. So this is one of those ones that you definitely need to add to your watch list. 75.64 million shares overall are being shorted. So when it comes down to this though, as you can see based on the chart, the whole EV sector along with a lot of other growth stocks have gone on a very good rebound. So it looks like the low was around $4.86, but as you can see with it being at $6, it has already gone on a fairly good run. But with that being said, a lot of people are saying that a lot of the whole EV sector has been so severely undervalued for quite some time that it's starting to correct itself. So I do feel that if anything, this could continue to go up a lot more as well, especially with 43% short interest. And just quickly going back over here, just wanted to show you something one brief minute. So looking at this fun chart right here, so over this last rally that obviously Pfizer's gone on, a lot of other EVs have gone on, shorts have actually increased quite significantly, in fact. So it went from around 34% to around 43% for the whole short interest being of the free float being shorted. So they're doubtful of this rally. So they do feel that one time or another, the whole EV sector clearly is just going to pop and it is going to go back down to maybe new 52-week and all-time lows. So let me know you guys' thoughts on these three companies. Like I said, on any particular order, whatever it is, what do you feel is going to squeeze? Is there another stock that I haven't talked on that you think is or does have a good likelihood of a squeeze? And if so, let me know which one and why. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of free promos, and the latest promo is with MULN. Link in the description below and also the comments. This promo has been extended up until July the 15th. Sign up for a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, and as you can see, throw $100 at the account, you get 5 free stocks plus a $100 cash reward. So this legitimately is the best promo that you can get. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, appreciate you guys watching, and let's make a lot of money on whatever floats your boat, any squeeze stocks or any stocks in general.